Good morning, buzzers. It is Friday. It's Friday. It's the 29th of April. I'm Mike from Buzz50.com. This is Good Morning Buzzers. It is just our friendly chat at 7:30 a.m. every single day of the week. Let's wait for everybody to join. We're live. We are live all over the place. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook. We're live on the Buzz50 homepage. We're live in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. We've got loads of people in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room, including Vivette saying, looking extremely gorgeous this morning, Mike. I think this is a bit of bribery, corruption and flattery. We've got Fee saying, looking extremely gorgeous this morning. That sounds like bribery, corruption, flattery and copy and pasting. Right, I'm feeling a lot better this morning. I had a bit of a frog in my throat yesterday, but definitely improved this morning. Hopefully my voice will last all the way through the broadcast. Glad you could join us. This is Good Morning Buzzers. It is live. If you want to prove whether it's live or not, pick up your Skype phone and call us Mike Buzz50 or Mike at Buzz50.com will find us on Skype. Or you can call on a real phone if you want. I'm just checking. Yes, I've got the real phone handy. Costs a little bit too much if you're outside the UK, I think, but those are the numbers there. We've got loads of people in the Good Morning Buzzers room, including today, Witch Morgana, Christine, Fee, Old Al, Olive, Rubes, Vivette, Jane, Fleur Rose, and Krenz Rose. We have two roses, a pair of roses, a Krenz Rose and a Fleur Rose, and Elrond is in and out of the room. Don't know what's going on there. And Rubes is with us. And Betty's here again. All will become clear later in the week or later over the weekend. Who is Betty? Who on earth is Betty? Good morning to all of you. I hope that you're feeling as well as I'm feeling this morning. We've got loads of things going on. We've got a new film to identify from a song from the film. We've got a voice to identify. That's a mystery voice. If you want to call in, don't wait to be prompted. Oh yeah, prompt. I'm prompting you. Call now. Don't wait to be prompted. Just call in and say hello. You don't have to have any special words to say. Just say good morning, buzzers. That will do. Good morning, world, says La Vivette, who has joined us. Good morning to you. We've got words from a song for you to identify. We've got two amazing jokes for you to laugh at. And we've got what's it called? Words of wisdom from a buzzer. Last Tango in Paris, says Vivette. Guess it before we've even played it. Let's slow up a bit. What's the difference between slowing down and slowing up? And we've got some great photos for you to have a look at. One of them pretty terrifying, one of them not so terrifying. You can decide which is which. What film is this song from? I don't want to know the name of the song, but for 10,000 buzzer points, please name what film it's from. Have a listen to this. Coming up. That's all you're getting just at the moment. Have a listen to it again. What film is this from? 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Can you name the film from that piano rendition from a tune from the film? Rear Window, says Jane. It won't come to mind, says Vivette. Piano player, says Larry Vivette. No, it isn't. But who is this? This is a voice. An Alfred Hitchcock film. I don't think so, Jane. Doesn't sound like an Alfred Hitchcock film to me. But I know who it is. I know what it is. Sounds familiar, says Witch Morgana. Yes. What? Psycho, says Rubes. No! Come on. Who is this? For 10,000 buzzer points.
Very different ways, and we were perceived very differently. You know, I was seen as the kind of obvious homosexual.
Any ideas who that is?
In very different ways, and we were perceived very differently. You know, I was seen as the kind of.
Have you any idea who that is? Very well-known voice, worth 10,000 buzzer points. If you can guess who it is, if you're watching this for the first time, it is Good Morning Buzzers. It's not David Attenborough, Rubes. For goodness sake. Boy George, says Olive. Correcting it to Boy George. Didn't last very long, did it? And the film is not Sleeping Beauty, like Vivette. And Elrod3 has joined us again in the Good Morning Buzzers room. Too late to guess this. Olive got it first. Fleur Rose came in second. Jane's coming with George Michael. Fee with Quantum of Solace. Witch Morgana with Beauty and the Beast. I think we're mixing up the people and the films. The person is...
in very different ways. And we were perceived very differently.
It is Boy George. That's it. I don't mean that's it for the show. That's it for the voice. Guessed by Olive, who gets 10,000 buzzer points. If you're watching this for the first time, Fleur Rose has left the room. Oh, Fleur, is that because you didn't guess it in time? Olive beat you. That's a shame. I know Fleur's been playing around with her Wi-Fi this morning. Maybe that's the reason. Adam's Family, says Witch Morgana. Movie Lion King, says Ruth. No, Vivette passes her hand back to Olive for the victory dance. When was that played, says Vivette. Don't know. Not sure. If you're watching it for the first time, the show, Good Morning Buzzers, then it is just a friendly chat from buzzers from all around the world. Buzzers are members of Buzz 50, and it is the social networking site for seniors over 50. We've got social networking, of course. We've got chat rooms. We've got forums. We've got poetry. We've got short stories. We've got photo galleries, competitions and quizzes and all sorts going on for the over 50s. And if you're not over 50, tough, you're not allowed to join. It is as simple as that. The Spy Who Loved Me, says Pete. No Duck Soup, says Olive. What film is this? A piano version of a song from. Does that make sense? 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Not going to hear the rest of it, no. Gives the game away. What film for 10,000 buzzer points is that from? Poetry Man has joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. Good morning to you, Poetry Man, and welcome. 3 men and a little lady, says Vivek. Flash dance, says Rubes. No, would you like to hear a joke? The bells of St. Trinian, says Viv. Be sensible. Jokes. 2 jokes sent in by buzzers. It is the Buzz 50 joke off. The idea is that buzzers send in jokes, and thank you for sending them in. A few have come in, but I need a lot more, please. Buzzers send in jokes. I read the jokes out. You hopefully then laugh. Swan Lake, says Larry Vivette. No. You hopefully then laugh. Then you should vote out of 10, anything from 0 if it's a load of rubbish, to 10 if it is absolutely fantastic. Lol, says Vivette with PMSL, if you've any idea what that means, at me being sensible. Yes, Viv, try and be sensible for once. This is joke number 1. Get ready with your votes. An 85-year-old woman, actually it's an 85-year-old widow, went on a blind date with a 90-year-old man. When she returned to her daughter's house later that night, she seemed upset. Oh, what happened, mother? The daughter asked. I had to slap his face 3 times, said the 85-year-old woman. You mean he got fresh? Says the daughter. No, she answered. I thought he was dead. You like it? OMG, says Rubes, my age, 85. Perhaps you want to go on a blind date. Perhaps it was you. Perhaps it was all about Rubes. How many points does joke number 1, just read out by me, sent in by somebody else though, get out of 10? No decimals, no fractions, anywhere between 0 and 10, then we'll work out the average. Vivette, please don't do voices, Mike. Midnight's joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers room. Midnight, how are you today? Are you getting ready for your up? 2, says Larry. I thought it was worth more than a 2. 2, says Fee. 2, says Jane. That's 3 2s in a row. Christine gives it a 5. Vivette gives 1 for effort. What about for the voices, Viv? Mid will go, says Rube. Poetry Man gives it a 3. Old Al gives it a 6. Well done, Old Al. Fleur Rose is back in the room. Welcome back, Fleur. Rubes gives it a 3. And we've got a call coming in. Let's pause the voting for a caller. Good morning, Buzzer.
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Buzzers.
Now, is this a mystery caller?
No, Mike, it's Carrie May.
Carrie May, you're sounding a lot better today.
I'm at the coughing stage now, so I hope I don't cough while I'm speaking to you.
Oh, no. Well, I'll tell you what, out of courtesy and politeness, I'll cough first.
Okay.
There we are. We can cough together now.
I can't get back into the chat rooms for some reason.
Oh,
I'm
no.
stuck. But can I have a guess at the film?
Yes.
Is it Funny Girl by Barbara Streisand?
Oh, Funny Girl by Barbara Streisand. No.
Ooh.
Oh, but thanks for trying.
Okay.
All right,
Bye.
keep getting better. Thanks for calling, Carrie May.
Bye.
Bye. That was the previously not so well Carrie May, now to be getting a little bit better day by day with a possible cough now and then. And we've got more votes coming in. Larry Vivette for joke number 1 gives 4.
It's a joke.
Oh, voices.
It's a joke about
Parrot.
Paris.
Parrot joke is joke number 2,
Oh.
and Miller is here ready for joke
Because I
number
concluded.
2. Good morning, Miller. How are you?
Not too bad.
Oh, it's
thank you.
Miller's hand making an appearance. Miller's got a bit of a cough as well.
Yeah.
3.1 for joke number 1. I suspect that who sent in joke number 1, the joke sender in, isn't in this morning. They're normally in Good Morning Buzzers. Vivette says good morning, Buzzer. Good morning, Miller.
Good morning, darling.
Good morning, darling. The lovely Miller says for you, hello.
Lovely hand.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Miller, give us a clue. Now we need a clue for this. What film is this the tune from? Takes about 3 seconds before it starts. 1, 2, 3. Nearly played a little bit, which would have made it a bit more obvious. But who or what film do you think that song is from? We don't want to know the song. I know the song. Don't tell us the song. That was Viv. Charlie Chaplin movie. This is Rubes. Maybe. What? I'll cut that bit out on the edit. What song are these words from? Okay. To get the idea, I read out Sleepless in Seattle. Says Viv. No. I read out a sentence, a line from a song. Is it an oldie movie? No, it's not that old, no. I read out a sentence from a song, a line from a song. You guess what song it is, and I need to know the proper title of the song, not the singer or the group. And it goes like this: have some courtesy. Okay? That's the line from the song. It's just not me talking to you. Have some courtesy. Any ideas? What song that is a line from? And we're going to try in a minute to dive into the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. Now, for those of you who have been watching, particularly for the first time, have no idea who I've been talking to, you're going to find out in a minute. I'm going to disappear, and we're going to be looking at the Good Morning Buzzers chat room, and something in the room when you come back will have changed, disappeared, or moved. So here we are diving into the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. Going to click here. Then if I click here with a little bit of magic, we should all be looking at the same thing, which is the Good Morning Buzzers chat room with Vivette guessing Sympathy for the Devil for the song that had the line, have some courtesy. And it is. Viv gets it. Sympathy for the Devil by the Rolling Stones. Well done for that. This is the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. These are all the strange people I've been talking to. On the right-hand side is the list, which includes Witch Morgana, Christine, Elron 3, Fee, Midnight, Old Owl, Olive, Rubes, Vivette, Jane, Poetry Man, and Vivette. Jane couldn't remember the title, but Vivette did. It was Sympathy for the Devil. I'm struggling here. Let's nip across and look at the social page on Buzz50. If you're a member of Buzz50, and it's free to join, and it's not a dating site, it's a social networking site, click social at the top here, and you will see in the left-hand column whose birthday it is today. And it's happy birthday to long-time, long-serving member Venus. Happy birthday to you. Although Venus has not been on the site for about 3 days, I have noticed. So come back, perhaps you're having long birthday celebrations. And Gaza G, who was on this morning, happy birthday to you. We had 28 new members join just yesterday alone. 6 joined already today from, look across the top here, Asia, England, USA, Australia, Philippines, Canada and Scotland and Wales, all over the place. We've got 2 photos to have a look at, right? One of them's absolutely terrifying. The other one's not too bad. Let's have a look at them now, see if you can identify them. This is the terrifying one. Miller, do you want to have a look at this? This is the terrifying one. This is a terrifying Mac 50 joined with
his friend.
Is it 74 Goat? I think it is. I think it's only 74 Goat. And why are they smiling? Look at this here.
Oh my God. Real one.
Here's their friend, the crocodile. And why do you think the croc is smiling? Because it knows that Mac 50 and 74 Goat can't get to them because there's barbed wire here.
No, because he's going to give honey for him.
Honey, honey, honey. So this was a live meet the other day in the United States of America between 2 buzzers.
Seriously?
74 Goat, yes, and
Wow.
Mac 50. Let's dive back into the Good Morning Buzzers chat room.
I think it's the first time.
Well, it could be. I think they might have met before. When you come back, there will be a spot the difference. See if you can spot what the difference is. And then we will do joke number 2, which was the one that Miller mentioned, which is the parrot joke. So if I click here, then maybe here, stop that. We should be back. Hello, can you spot the difference? Do you want to hear joke number 2? Here it comes. Mike has shaved, says Vivette for the difference. No, Rubes has left the room. Oh dear. Oh, right, midnight. Hot off the press from midnight. Okay, my op is for 8 a.m. Monday morning. Now, 8 a.m. Monday morning, midnight. What time zone is that? Let us know, then we can all have a think about you. Mike has put his teeth in, says Vivette. Mike has changed shoes or something. You've turned the light on, says Larry Vivette. Pony on door, says Fee. I should think so as well. That's what the difference is. Little pony is up there on the door. Do you want to hear joke number 2? I think we ought to wait until Viv is ready. So we'll wait for a prompt from Viv. If you want to call in, Carrie May called in, guessed at the film, wasn't right, but it was an amazing guess, and it was great to hear a slightly better Carrie May. And Rubes is back in the room. My page here in the video are way out of sync, says Elron, so I'll hide my mouth, then it doesn't matter. I used to hunt them, said Midnight. Right. Do call in if you want, just to say good morning. Are we ready now? Viv, are you ready? Oh, I am ready, says Vivette. Here we go with joke number 2. Miller, are you ready? A young man named John received a parrot as a gift, but the parrot had a bad attitude and an even worse vocabulary. Every word that came out of the bird's mouth was either rude, obnoxious, or laced with profanity. John tried and tried to change the bird's attitude by consistently saying only polite words, playing soft music and anything else he could think of to clean up the bird's vocabulary. Finally, John was so fed up, he yelled at the parrot. The parrot yelled back. John shook the parrot. The parrot got angry and even ruder. John, in desperation, threw up his hand, grabbed the bird. Now, look, I'm not suggesting you do this, okay? Before we get loads of sort of animal rights people writing in. Grabbed the bird and put him in the freezer. Yeah, he put the parrot in the deep freeze. For a few minutes, the parrot squawked and kicked and screamed. Then suddenly there was total quiet. Not a peep was heard for over a minute from the parrot in the deep freeze. Fearing that he'd hurt the parrot, John quickly opened the door of the freezer. The parrot calmly stepped out onto John's outstretched arms and said, this is the parrot talking, by the way, I believe I may have offended you with my rude language and actions. I'm sincerely remorseful for my inappropriate transgressions, and I fully intend to do everything I can to correct my rude and unforgiving or unforgivable behavior. John was so stunned at the change in the bird's attitude. As he was about to ask the parrot what had made such a dramatic change in his behavior, the bird continued, may I ask what the turkey did? Do you like that? I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like it. Miller likes it. It was sent in by a
I
buzzer.
will put you in the fridge.
Fridge wouldn't be too bad. Freezer, not so good. Miller, how many out of 10?
10.
Oh, look at that. A 10 from Miller. She doesn't mince her points, does she? Straight there with a 10. Was it worth listening to, says Lol. Fee gives it a 0. That's rubbish, Fee. Jane gives it a 4. I think it was worth a lot more. Poetry Man gives it a 6. Rubes gives it a 2. Lol Mike's mouth isn't moving with his words. I know I'm out of sync. Never mind. Midnight gives it a 4. Witch Morgana gives it an 8 and a lol. See, it doesn't matter now that my voice and lips are out of sync. Christine gives it a 3. Olive gives it a 5. Vivette a 2, only slightly better than joke. No, but it doesn't matter. It was better. Send in better jokes. If you vote, and we've got a new rule, made it up just now. If you vote anything below 5, has the song been guessed, says Midnight? Yes, the song has been guessed from the words. We'll do that again in a minute. If you vote anything less than 5, you are obliged to send me in a better joke, okay? Bye, Fee. Fee's off to work. The song, what song are these words from? That song, the words will have some courtesy, and the song was guessed by Viv, and it was Sympathy for the Devil. The mystery voice was Boy George, guessed by Olive. The other voice, of course, was Carrie May. Actually guessed and identified by Carrie May. We've got, I already have Mike. Oh, good, okay. Yes, I know, Viv. I've read some of them out. Some of them I can't read out. More jokes needed. What year are these from? Here we are. We did this the other day. God, we've got all sorts going on this morning. What year are these songs from? 3 songs played simultaneously. Does that completely confused you? What year are those from? Just for a bit of fun. 62, says Rubes. What about the one I sent you yesterday? Viv, we've had it. I've done it. I mean, I did send you a message, I think, saying that we've had it very similarly. I'll use it again. 60s. For the year, we've got guesses coming in. We've got Miller in the background. I can see her arm. For the year, we've got Rube 62, Larry Vivette 66, Poetry Man 65, Rube 63. These are the years 1974 from Olive, getting closer. 72 from Vivette, guessing worse. Before my time, Mike, says Jane. Oh, yeah, and you're a member of Buzz 50. Midnight says 75, getting closer. Rube says 82. She's gone just too far with that. Rube's too far. Nobody's guessed it yet. Do you want to hear again? There's 67. No. Have a listen to a bit more. 79 says Vivette. We're getting close. 78 says Poetry Man. I'm guessing the other song. We don't want the song Midnight. What we want is the film. Oh, yes, you got the film, Midnight. The Spy Who Loved Me. Midnight gets that. We've got some correct guesses as well for the year 77. Rube 77, Jane 77, Poetry Man 77, Olive 77. The film was indeed, it's all happening today. Guessed by Midnight, who goes for an op 8 o'clock on Monday, but we don't know what time zone that is. We're going to find out. Somebody will tell me. Midnight possibly told us already. Pretty Much has joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers room. Well done for joining us, Pretty Much. You've missed nearly everything. Yes, Mike says Midnight. Good. 77, our age is all of these, says Midnight. 77 was the year that the songs were from, and the songs were, if you wanted to try and identify them, Knowing Me, Knowing You, Argentina, and Lucille. That's what they were. We'll do another one tomorrow. I think that's about it. I think that's all we need to do. Obviously, it's pretty obvious which joke won. Joke number 1 managed to get an average of 3.1, and it was sent in by the one and only, wait for it, Mac50, who also featured in our photo shoot. And joke number 2, which got 4.5 sent in, well done by Pronto, who I don't believe is with us this morning. I'm in Yorkshire, Mike, so similar time zone to the rest of us. 8 o'clock Monday. We'll make sure that we are on air. We'll extend it a little bit longer so we can be on air as Midnight starts his op. And wish him the best of whatever ABBA, says Rubes. Yes. Right. Where's Mac? Yeah, where is Mac when you want him? International roll call. Where are you from? What time is it? And what's the weather like where you are? We've got, Christine says 7 for something. He's visiting Crocodile, says Jane about Mac. 29, says Rubes. Humid in Sydney. Told you we were international Sydney, which is in Australia. For those of you that are not so good on geography, there's a storm coming. Then it's 4:57 p.m. there. Get your seats ready, says Midnight. Yes, the grandstand for Midnight's off at 8 a.m. Monday. Live here on Good Morning Buzzers. Wonder if we can get a webcam in there. We'll have to try. Elron 3 says 80. Mac is in Florida today. He just goes everywhere, doesn't he? Philippines, says Witch Morgana. It's 2:57 p.m. It's sunny and it's raining. Yorkshire is where Midnight's from. Light snow, 7:57 a.m. Vivette is in Essex, southeast England. It's the bestest county in the UK, so Vivette says. 7:57 a.m. and cloudy. Larry Vivette. Told I'm in Essex. That's it. You do as you're told, Larry. It's the best thing. It's the safest way. Cloudy, damp, and 7:57 a.m. Jane, 21. Showers. Hooray, at last. In. Guess where Jane is? Begins with T. Miller, guess where Jane is? It begins with T. Think of somewhere where Jane may be. She can't think. Tasmania, not Torquay. No, Tasmania. Oxymoron, says Pretty Much. You tried to be that parrot in the joke. 8 by Sam Gone, says Rubes. 8:57 p.m. Thursday night was beautiful today, says Olive. Poetry Man, 2:57 a.m. USA, Ohio, rainy, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Poetry Man. USA, California is where Old Al is from. 11:57, 57 degrees. Oh, it's only Fahrenheit. Clear. Elron, snow here again in the Highlands. Elron 3, bottom of the world, says Jane. Tasmania. Tassie, says Olive. By Morgana, says Jane. Christine, 7:57 UK. Weather forecast, damp. Oh, here, beautiful sunshine, a little bit of a breeze. 7:59 a.m. Birmingham. That's it. That's all we need to do. All we need now is words of wisdom, and the words of wisdom today go like this. They're sent in by Saunter. Saunter sends us in a lot of stuff, which is great. I promise there will be a tomorrow. It's already tomorrow in Australia, said apparently Charles Schultz. He was in USA at the time, sent in by Saunter. I promise there'll be a tomorrow. It's already tomorrow in Australia. Thank you all for joining us. Bye, Mike and Mill. Have a nice day. Say Witch Morgana. Bye to all. There's Miller's hand waving us out. Hopefully see you tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. Saturday morning, UK time. Wherever you are in the world, come and join us. Maybe you'd like to bring a friend. And all that remains for me to say now to you all is good morning, buzzers.